This is how it is. 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 Today on Pop Culture Minefield. This is how it is. Today. This is how it is. Today on Pop Culture Minefield. This is how it is. This is how it is. Today on Pop Culture Minefield. Today on Pop Culture Minefield.
So, welcome. Hey, it's Wednesday, middle of the week, hump day. It's Humpity Hump Day. Yeah, we need that Humpty theme. Do the Humpty Hump. Does anybody remember that? I remember the 90s.
Well, I never heard that, so I cannot remember it. But I remember that you made a video for Humps Day.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Seriously, I don't remember that at all.
I'm looking for it. I hope it's still. Well,
So anyway, middle of the week. Hope everybody's having a good week. Emmanuel is here. Hello, Emmanuel. Hello. Hello. Can I get some freaking lasers on some freaking sharks' heads?
no. Budget doesn't allow that. Maybe later.
Today we're going to watch or talk about a little anime film called Wasabi. It's not an anime film. It's an odd film. It's a really odd film. And in many ways, I felt like this was a film that Jean Reno wanted to do for a paycheck that was basically like a remake of The Professionals in Japan. And it's a comedy. And he's a cop. Because again, he has a girl not acting her age. She's supposed to be 19. She was actually, I think, in her early 20s, the young lady. And but she acts like she's 12. Which Anima brought up. She's like, she's still acting like she's a teenager. She's acting like she's 12. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. The Japanese are, women are, it's a strange culture with females and the way they talk.
Yep, they are taught to talk on, I don't know how skills up, but it's a cultural thing.
Yeah, and
Women
the whole
should.
and it's cultural. It's really weird. It's really weird. And they're not a backward culture in any way. They protect their culture. And they've been called what do you call it? Racist for doing that. It's like, look, man, they're protecting their culture, their
The
heritage.
Japanese?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only
And,
problem I have is with them covering up what happened during a
well,
certain
they don't
period
teach
of
in
time.
school. Yeah, they don't teach
Yeah.
in school what they did that brought about World War II.
And that is fucked up.
They don't talk about Nanking. They don't talk about any of that stuff. And nobody's taught that. They find out when rudely, when they start interacting with the international community. It's like, dude, your country did some fucked up shit to the rest of the world and to other countries.
It's easier to play victim.
But look, I do have to say they got rid of Hirohito and that system, and MacArthur brought them a new education program and taught them how to do what they do now. Basically, as one author wrote back in the 80s, the Japanese took our lunch and ate it, and good on them for doing it. They would take what we would create and they would make it for a third the price. They made a fortune. So Emmanuel is here. Penny is here. Hello, Penny.
Oh, she has
And,
both
of
her
course-
grandkids. I bet you're busy,
Ruh-roh.
Penny.
That's an action movie right there.
Yeah.
Probably a mixture of comedy and action, just like this movie. And this film, look, it came out of nowhere, Penny. I only found it by accident one day. And I'm like, wait, what was that? And I was
It is
going
not
through.
to be found on the internet. IMDb barely has anything. YouTube doesn't have any making of videos, so it's largely
Yeah,
unknown.
Wasabi is it's on Wikipedia. You can find it there. And all it says is 2001 French action comedy film directed by Gerard Krauschik and written and produced by Luc Besson. The film stars Jean Reno, Michael Muller, and Ryôko Hirosue. And she did not speak French in this film. She learned phonetically how to say her lines in French, and by proxy, learned to speak French, making this movie. The film gets its title from a single scene where the protagonist, Hubert, eats a whole serving of wasabi at a Japanese restaurant without flinching. And look, the funny thing about wasabi,
It
real
looks like
wasabi,
guacamole.
because in America, we don't have real wasabi. We have a Japanese form of horseradish sauce.
I think that's what we have in Europe too.
And it's cheaper. I have bought real wasabi, and both, interestingly, have the same impact because what it is the fumes
Yeah.
put out by the wasabi pea burns the nasal passage.
Yeah.
And
Not
And
the
it goes
mouth.
all the way up.
it doesn't
and I
burn
hate
your
that
mouth.
feeling.
It burns the palate behind the nose that goes up into the
Mhm.
nasal passage. And it only burns like for a second or so. It's like it'll go, "Ah," and then goes, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad.
No, that
Taking
shit
that-
lasts
and then
you
it,
with
but
tea.
it does it every bite. Every single bite you take,
Yeah.
it'll go, ah, and it goes, yeah, but that's it. I'm done. That's it. That's all you get.
But the funny thing is, Hubert, they talk about that situation because his daughter has been taken by the bad guys, so they need to figure out a plan. And as
Well,
they
he doesn't
talk,
even know
it's-
he has a daughter because
Well, he
he's-
knows. He knows.
Let's
at that
start
point, but
this film. Let's start at the beginning of this. Let's not jump
I
to the
don't know
middle
if
of
we
the
get
end.
to see that in the slideshow, though.
Yeah, I'm
How
sure
he
we
just
will.
dips in his finger and licks it
Dude,
off.
go ahead and start it now, Martin. Let's get it going. 'Cause we
You
have
don't
a
tell me
plan.
what to do.
We don't. Fuck you. I tell you everything.
He's
no,
the boss. Listen to the boss.
I
what
have
did
no
I
balls.
tell you?
Gary, did you know that
This
machine cost
film,
me the
I
best
want to say this again. I was trying to get to something, and we sidelined away from it. Let me get back to what I was saying. This film was not promoted in this country. I couldn't find it at Blockbuster. Where I found it was online, and I used to visit websites from people I knew who would post torrents. And this movie popped up, and it said Jean Reno, Luc Besson. And I'm like, oh, what? So I went to check it out, and I downloaded it, and I watched it. And I'm like, I watched it without subtitles. And I thoroughly enjoyed the film. I wasn't totally
Do we
sure what
know
the
why it
fuck was
never got
going on.
dubbed, Gary?
What?
Do we know why it never got dubbed? Because
I'm
that's
assuming
probably
because
one
it
of
really
its
wasn't a
problems.
it wasn't a big film. This movie fell under the radar, drowned, and
It
then
wasn't
resurged again
promoted.
later, thanks to the growth of an international market, thanks to social media and the web. The film didn't even make its money back. They lost money on this film.
Well,
And I think
apparently
Luc Besson,
they threw it out as a smaller French movie and not for international audiences. Not having it subtitles aren't everyone's kind of see. So
because look, the budget on this thing was $18 million. That's independent level budget. And its box office was 10.4. That's the gross. So it didn't even seem to make money on home video because once again, I'm going to point out, never heard of it. I didn't find out about it until I found it on a website, a private website. And so I watched the film and I enjoyed it. Later on, I finally watched a version of it that had subtitles. But you never got a dubbed version of it because it tanked. And a lot of critics that saw it gave it bad reviews. It's only got a 44% on, I don't know what fans thought of it, because fans will like anything sometimes. But as far as the critics go, they panned the shit out of this. Had a 44% on Rotten Tomatoes.
that's not a score that I care about.
Well, I want to go see what
Well-
the if there's an audience score, because that's more
For Rotten
important to me.
Tomatoes, the one that you care is the audience, yeah. Fuck the critics.
Okay,
They
Emmanuel,
say what they're supposed to say.
It's
Emmanuel
not much
says-
better with the audience. It's 69%, but that gets it a fresh popcorn. So here, I'll show it to you. Share screen. You might want
Okay,
to pause it
according
for a
to
second.
Emmanuel, it did well there on France. So-
Yeah, because it's a French movie.
Well, he's a
but
movie
they didn't
star in
launch it
France.
for
Yeah.
international. Yeah, but they didn't launch it for international audiences by not even dubbing it. It probably took a
So
while until
if
they
you
had
drop the
subtitles.
comment, you'll see the
Yeah.
review.
Oh my
There you go.
God.
So 44% for the critics, they pretty much hated it. And 69, close to a 70, that's not a bad score from the audience. And I think the audience is more like people like us that just enjoyed it. It's a silly film. It's kind of weird seeing Jean Reno do something that's borderline slapstick.
Yeah.
So, but the film, I don't know. And Anima had a really good reaction to this film. She was laughing and chuckling at it. She laughed at this scene when he's got to go in and apologize to the commissioner's son that he knocked the fuck out of him the night before, and gives him
intentionally,
water.
though, in this. Yeah.
Yeah, none of it's intentional. He's almost like Inspector Clouseau, but also a badass, which is what's weird. Because then he puts the fucking flowers in the cup that he's drinking out of.
He's not aware of what he's doing. His brain is on 100 different things at the same time. This is why he doesn't even realize he's eating the wasabi in the restaurant. It's just there, and he dips his finger in and licks it while he's talking. And his brain is so busy. He doesn't mean to hurt.
Well, it's
that
kind of
kid.
reminiscent of Peter Sellers at the end of being there, that he's completely unaware of the laws of. By the way, there she is. he's completely unaware of the law of physics, and just he's not aware that he should sink in water. So the last thing that happens in the movie, through his naivety and innocence, he walks on water in the final scene of that movie. And it's so touching. He just doesn't know that you're supposed to sink, you know? And that's not in the original story. That was something they did on the set, and it's a great ending to a film. Now, I stopped here for a reason, because that is Carole Bouquet, a French actress. She was in a little film. I mean, you might have heard of it. I don't know. It's called James Bond for Your Eyes Only. Came out back in 1981, was a huge hit in America and the world. It was a global hit. And she played the Electra character, Melina. It's a name you've heard in other films. You also have a character named Melina in Total Recall. But she played Melina, the main female in the film, the main Bond girl. And she was gorgeous, and she's haunting in that role. This is her again. She's in love with Jean Reno's character, Hubert. And poor old Hubert is stuck on a girl that left him 19 years before. First, you think maybe she died, but you find out, no, she just left.
Absolutely.
And she gave him a pen. The last thing she gave him was that damn pen. It's a nice pen.
It's a fancy pen.
It's fancy. Yeah,
it's one of the pens that you have to load with ink. You don't put a cartridge in it. I think you have to load it.
It's it's a cartridge loading, and it's got the quill on there, and it's a nice pen.
I don't know, by the way the quill looked, I thought it might be one that you actually have to dip in the inkwell.
I didn't get that at all. With the size of the body, it looks like the kind that you put an ink cartridge in. So it's a nice pen. And so it's the only thing he has to remember. And unbeknownst to him, he's trying to have this relationship with this woman, but he's so stuck in the past with this woman that he's never gotten over, that she's like, come back to me. She ends their dinner and says, come back to me when you're ready, when you're over this, and not pining for a woman that left you 19 years ago. And they keep beating the number 19 into your mind.
Because everybody says 20, and he corrects them.
It's 19. It's 19 years, and it's
20.
So important that when he gets word that this woman who he's been pining over is dead, and that he has to go to Japan.
I thought that she was dead until he got the call from the Japanese guy telling him she's in the morgue. I was like, oh, she's not dead. I mean, now she's dead. I thought she was dead all the time.
But now she's dead.
Yeah.
So he goes to France, and he finds out while he's sitting with this lawyer. God damn it! I'm doing my own pace. He finds out when he gets to Japan that he has a daughter, and guess what? She's 19,
almost 20.
Not 20.
It's 2 fucking days until she turns 20.
So
when are you, OCD?
Now, the reason he goes there is for personal reasons, but the fact is he's in huge trouble back in France, because he is one of those cops that likes to rough people up. So he roughs up this character who is clearly a transvestite, and roughs up everybody at the club. And even his chief is like, man, look, it's not because you hit that dude, it's all the other people you hit. And then we get to see flashes of him hitting other people that night. And it's like, yeah, he's really got a thing about whacking
people. He's a no bullshit kind of cop, and his methods, while being very effective, are not strictly legal. And that's why he's put on pause for 2 months.
And so his captain, I think he's just a captain, L'Esquale, played by Christian Siniger, a very good actor, by the way. He's been in other films. In fact, you'll spot people in this film from other Luc Besson projects. He tends to use the same background actors In fact, Muller, the guy that plays his former partner when he was in Tokyo before, has been in a few Luc Besson films. There's the pin. And then the transvestite suddenly has feelings, and he's being nice to him after punching him, and then starts getting
knocking
answers,
his
but
teeth out. And he
knocking
blacked
two
them out
teeth
so
out, but they're
badly.
really badly. Yeah, because you see they're colored over, but you can still see them there. Leaves some really good dialogue that ends with, well, it doesn't matter because it's already too late. And he finds out the crime is happening right now. So he has to rush over to stop this crime.
30 minutes too late. I like his method though, because he knows the dude. And he just walks up to him in that disco and knocks him straight to the dance floor. And in the interrogation room, he just knocks out 2 teeth. But then he's like, okay, we're done with that part now. Gives him a cigarette and it's like, okay, now we talk. And with the pen, that's just the last straw. So the dude opens up.
And here's the gun. It is clearly a nod to Dirty Harry.
Oh, this is so great. That's almost slapstick.
I don't know how are the English subtitles, but what is implied is that he punching the gangster, he's part of a gang, so hard because the other cops told him that he likes the punishment.
Yep.
So he's using it as foreplay, maybe.
Yeah, kind of. Really. It gets him relaxed. Hitting him.
Man, I wish we had Mike here. I bet he would have some great things to say about that.
And it is a gang of transvestites. So
there are girls too, at least one.
The minute you see what he's looking at right now, you realize, oh, that's what he meant. He's in a gang of transvestites.
Oh, this one.
And this is the banker. The bank that they're robbing is actually Jean Reno's character's bank. And he's in debt to the bank by, what was it, 200,000 francs, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in red numbers for the 3rd time in the same month.
And they're close to just closing his account and kicking him out.
This guy,
how they go off when he shows his gun because it's so big. It's over the top. It's funny.
Oh yeah, it's a sexual thing. It's like, oh my God, it looks like a horse's leg. It's so big.
And you only see Jean Reno from behind me, like, so what?
And he hands the gun over to him.
Of course.
Because he has a plan that he's going to get closer and then knock the guy in the nards.
But they are stupid enough to believe that.
Kicks him so hard he ends up on the counter right here.
Yeah.
And then just starts beating the shit out of everybody.
They are stupid enough to believe that he's like, okay, fine, I'm outnumbered. Here's my gun, but he has all the bullets in his hand.
This is a really kind of funny moment that if this had been an Inspector Clouseau film, the golf ball scene would have been an accident. Like a happy accident. But in this one, he meant to do it. So he's out there golfing. His captain has come in to tell him, I got to pull you. You're in trouble. Because he wasn't aware what happened after he left the kid's room in the hospital. He went to apologize, but made it worse. Because
it all
the kid
started by him slamming the door shut. That tipped.
He slams the door, and all the equipment and everything and flowers all fall on top of him, hurting him even worse.
And the police guy, his boss just thinks he, instead of apologizing, he roughed him up more. But he actually meant well. He brought him flowers. He just closed the door a little too hard.
Yeah, he says, I just don't know what you're talking about. So
he probably says that all the time.
So he's going to pull him, and he's on administrative leave. But then he sees that a criminal is about to break into his captain's car, and he hits the ball at him. It would have hit him anyway. But just at the right moment, the guy turns to get nailed right in the face. It was great.
I mean, who is stupid enough to break into a car that has a police light on the roof?
Yeah, it's got the light on top. I'm like, no,
Dumb.
dumb.
Oh, hi, Socks.
Okay, I'm on it. I'm
Hey, buddy.
on it. Here you go.
Shut the fuck up, Kyle!
Ooh, my favorite. Thank you. And Wade had a suggestion. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, we have a.
Yeah, Wade, you're not doing it correct. Don't do it in the chat. Leave a comment on the video.
That's how you do it.
We have an easier way of getting back to it. So when the show ends, remember, leave a comment of something you want us to watch. And then when I or Martin go back, we see it and then we make a note of it.
And we have a bridge by Real Wade.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
nice because we
Oh.
have a special video today.
Yep.
Here you go. Here you go, Wade.
Si ça t'ennuie pas, on fera la revanche un jour. Il y a une sortie de secours?
Backdoor reference in the movie.
And I checked with the French that I still know, and he really says in the back.
So there she is.
I mean, he's taking his boss's advice. He says, live a little, buy a nice shirt, go shopping. He's like, I ain't shopping. But then he puts
Get
in so
laid.
much effort for this dinner. He makes food, he puts on music, he gets a new shirt that immediately catches her eye. But then you realize everything is Japanese. The music is,
Yep.
the food is, he offers her sake. And that's when she realizes. So she gets up before dinner even starts. She gets up and tells him, let's do this when you're over your ex. Because you clearly are not. You're still with her. And I understand her. He's kind of in between both women. He can't really let go, but he knows he has to move on and date again.
And sadly, that's the end of their story. We just have
Yeah.
to assume that he's got his shit together and he's going to go back to her, but you don't get that
Well,
payoff.
I wonder
Right.
how she's going to react finding out that he has a daughter with that woman that he can't.
Oh, yeah, there's no getting over her now.
No, I don't think so. Wait, the woman's dead, but now you have a kid? Fuck off. Sax hasn't heard of the movie too. Yeah, it wasn't marketed internationally, I think.
Yeah, I just found out about this movie in a video store. There was the DVD there sitting, and I saw the cover. So Jean Reno, and the cover got my eye, and that's what how I knew that it existed.
And oddly, there's like really nothing out there about the making of this film. There's one video you can find, assuming it was probably on the DVD, that shows behind the scenes, but you don't really get anything from it.
Except terrible music.
No narrator. There's no story to the making of it. It's just
No
really
interviews.
showing them. Yeah, it's just. Today we're talking about an animated film called Pixie and the Lost Stardusts.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Gary. We're doing Wasabi, we only know. A movie that apparently nobody knows, but it's fun to watch, so go watch it. It's really
It's
Okay.
written and produced by Luc Besson.
one of
It
the, I
stars
don't know
Jean
how
Reno.
many movies they made together. I thought it was 5. It was
A
probably
lot
more.
of movies. No, it's
Yeah.
because
Okay.
Luc Besson is involved even as a producer sometimes on films that he's in.
For 10, we have this one.
By what name are you known?
There are some who call me Tim.
All right. If you think that's cute. I think Penny probably has the grandbaby under her pullover and her ears on the other grandchild, her hands on the other grandchild's ears because of the way we talk. She has both of them today, so good luck covering 4 ears. Gary's dad couldn't even cover his 2 ears in the cinema.
But
Well,
Dad
he had
didn't
to
know
decide
what to do
between eyes or
sometimes.
ears. He had to decide between
It's-
eyes and ears with you.
between my brother Steve and my dad, I got to see so many R-rated films before I was even 10. Like just incredible numbers of R-rated films.
That
'Cause,
explains
you know,
so much.
My brother Steve was like, I want to go to a movie. You have to watch your little brother, or it'll take him. Then they takes me to see an R-rated movie. And my dad was the same way. It's like no babysitters for Gary. Gary's going to go with me to the movie. And then he's like, sometimes he's doing this, and sometimes he's doing this, doing it. And he didn't know what to do sometimes. Like we would see Serpico with Al Pacino. And Dad started just like, there was shit happening visually and hearing, and he's trying to, and I'm like, I'm seeing and hearing everything. You have not blocked me from seeing or hearing anything.
I don't know what to say to that.
You are so sorely mistaken, Tim.
Yep.
Yeah. That's right. I mean, if I speak German, I mostly behave, but if I'm on other languages, man, I swear like a sailor.
So now he finds out the woman that left him, as I was explaining earlier, has actually died. And she left something in his name in a will. So the attorney is like, you need to come here.
Imagine getting a phone call. This is about the woman you were with. And he's like, yeah, where is she? In my morgue. Boom. That's a fist to your stomach. And he's like,
not a very subtle lawyer.
What I found very odd is that the morgue guy already talked to his boss, so he knows he's off for 2 months and has all the time in the world. So why are they connected? Why did he call John and his boss?
Well, he probably called to find him. Well, he probably called to find him.
He's not the morgue guy. He's the lawyer.
Yeah, he's the lawyer, the attorney.
Lawyer, sorry.
That's overseeing the estate disbursement.
Man, that flight must be hell.
And I want to point out again, one of my favorite Jean Reno films, where he's not the central character. Because I prefer movies that he stars in. But I love the film French Kiss with Kevin Kline and Meg Ryan. And he is the French cop that is pursuing him because Kevin Kline's an international thief. It's a very good film. Now, this guy here, security guy, disrespects him, and his character won't tolerate that shit, so he knocks the shit out of him. And it leads to a funny moment. This guy is just being a complete dickhead.
Well, he is making a couple of mistakes that you don't do with airport security. First, he's snarky, then he tells him to hurry up. You don't do that. That's buying you private time in a very private room and a very thorough search of probably everything. He makes every mistake and then he gets physical. So he ends up in said private room.
Yeah, in said private room. And when his boss,
make it quick, I'm late. Yeah,
boss shows up with Jean Reno's former partner. There he is, that little guy. Muller is funny. I thought he was one of the funniest parts of the film.
What's wrong with his ears? I've never seen ears like that. But
he's just ugly. He just has a angle. No, honey, he just has one of those faces that only a mom can love, or a girl that likes his money.
Yeah, I mean, look at those ears.
Look at his earlobes. Oh my God.
They stick out at a 90-degree angle. I've never seen that.
And there's the security guy all beat up. And of course the little guy knows him, so he runs up to him and hugs him, and because he's so tall, he jumps up to hug him, and they cut to a shot of his feet hanging off the ground. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. It's not that bad. 13 and a half. Dude, I was on the road for 24 hours to get to Gary. I had a 2, an 11, and a 3-hour flight or something like that.
And he was alive.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Penny is wearing a headset, Anima. This is for you to know. She wanted you to know. So just for Penny,
she knows us.
I want to just for Penny, I'm going to play this video.
Listen, fuckwad, so you can shut the fuck up, okay?
There you go. It's just for your ears.
You gave us the carte blanche, Penny. Now we can swear all we want. Not even trying to be PG. She knows us. There's no way you can have 2 kids around our podcast and not wear headphones. Oh, Tim.
There you
that's
go.
hard.
That's true. That's true. It's what I said.
What if she was
Face
blind?
only
She
a
could
mother
still
could love.
feel his ears.
And he wants to question him, but his partner's like, "We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta do some catching up." He's just like not cool with this.
And he talks way too much. He says stupid things all the time. And you're just watching this, you're like, dude, stop talking. It's not getting better. Just stop talking.
Well, this led to a funny, this led to a funny moment here because Anima asked me about the car.
I thought it was the car that Columbo was driving, but it's been a while since I've seen Columbo, and it's more square than that one. But
yeah,
it's nice.
And
I like
what
old cars.
Columbo drove was a 1959, I think. It was a Peugeot, the 409.
Gesundheit.
403.
It's
a 403.
Anyways,
And
Columbus was a Peugeot,
the
and this
car,
was a Citroën.
but I
right?
just happen to know this car right here. This is a Citroen.
Yeah.
And it's another classic car, European car.
And both are French.
I blew up the wrong building.
Yeah.
It was totally great. And then he realized, oh, I'm talking again too much.
Yeah. Well, he realizes for like 2 seconds and then he goes on.
Well, he's his best friend and they haven't seen each other in 19 years.
I know, but whatever he says, it's just so wrong in that situation. Like talking about Nico having him on a leash, and he's like,
yeah, that's why I paused it here, because I'm trying to get to some of the stuff that's happening. Because he's saying things about Miko had you on a leash, and then he finds out she's dead. It's like, oh, cremation is tomorrow. Oh, I had no idea. I'm so
he's
sorry.
not learning anything though. I mean, the stuff he says about his daughter, how hot she is, and he just shoots him a look, Reno. He's like, oops. And then
Yeah, I've had idiot friends do that with my daughter.
He's an absolute
Nothing
idiot.
causes me to just stop and look at somebody when they start talking about my daughter. And I'm just like, and I'm just waiting to see how far they're going to go. And then some reason they end up looking at me and they see me looking at me and it's like, oh, never mind. I was ready to beat the shit out of a few people. Not just threatening. I just was like ready to just do it. And
what a gorgeous car. I mean,
Citroens are really
they
nice
had character
cars.
back then.
Well, they had
Like
that
the
front end
Collectibles.
that was very reminiscent of the Jag.
It's not just that. It's like nowadays I feel like cars all look the same more or less. And my dad collects old timers and they're so different. They have character. They're edgy. I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't watch Mrs. Columbo, Tim, but
We watched one
thought that
episode.
I thought it was a stupid idea for a show. I showed it to you so you could see why it was
Yeah.
a stupid idea.
And we agree that it was
And
weird.
Just a terrible idea.
She's better as a mystery that he keeps talking about, but you never see her. That's part of a kind of a running joke throughout the show.
Yeah.
He's
That
always
was
talking
it.
about her.
You know, we should have never met Mrs. Columbo. Anyway, she drives the family station wagon. There's an old Ford station wagon. So there's your answer.
think
That's what she drove.
one of the things that's so great is that, in fact, you never really know, is she real or is he just imagining her? Because everybody is married and has a home life. So he's making one up to be a normal person so he can connect to the people that he needs to connect to.
You never know with Columbo. He's
And that's
consistent.
what's
Like, you
really
know,
good.
he lied. There's one episode where he talks about his cousin doing something, which is actually something that a suspect he was questioning did,
Yeah.
that he met at a cab company. It's from the final season of Columbo. And he goes back to the villain, who he knows is the killer, and says, well, you know, I have a cousin who drove a cab and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, what are you talking about? That's the story of the guy you just questioned.
That's what's so
So it
brilliant about
really-
his method, though. He knows pretty early on who the killer is, and then he just plays with them and tricks them into giving themselves up. It's brilliant.
Well, he tries to act like a rube
Yeah.
when he's actually the smartest mouse in the room.
He's also trying to act like he's on their side, trying to prove they're innocent. And they just dig their own hole.
So this is hilarious. This is where he gets told for the first time in his life that he has a daughter and she's 19 years old.
And
the guy just keeps talking and he's like physically grabs him. What are you talking about? Like,
Well,
do you want to meet her? I she's in the other room. What? And he's just losing his shit.
all
in this
he
scene.
needs here is time to process. And the other dude is like, right, okay, you have a daughter, she's outside, let's go meet her. And he's
Tells
like,
you something
"Whoa,
and just
slow down."
layers it right on top of the next thing.
Yeah.
And it's just ridiculous moment.
He has some kind of brain freeze here. Like, stop. I can't think.
And
of
she went to
anymore.
prison, by the way. She went to jail
Yep.
because she drank too much and got in trouble and went to jail underage.
With the police guy, yes.
Yeah, she got into a fist fight with policemen.
With police. Because Reno keeps asking, how do I know she's mine? How do I know she's mine? And the lawyer's like, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
From what he's
And the
seen of
joke in the
both of
movie
them,
is it's the
the
nose.
nose.
But ironically, it is the nose because she has the same sinus problems, and you see her constantly doing the same blowing her nose that Jean Reno's character
It's
is
so
constantly
funny.
doing, and it's loud like a trumpet.
Yeah. The only problem I had with this was, so she's 19, supposed to be almost 20. And a lot of the time she acts like a 13-year-old. I don't know if that's a Japanese thing.
She
but it
acts like
threw me
she's
off.
12 or 13, is what you said, and I agree with you. And I still believe somewhere, because Jean Reno had problems with the movie Léon the Professional, moral issues, and he refused to have his character react to anything Matilda said or did that was overly feminine.
He only
towards
agreed
him.
to playing the role if he was to dumb him down. Like, he's emotionally a 15-year-old. It never grew older
Yeah,
than
it's got to
that.
be a kid.
Because that way it could only ever be platonic, and he needed that to be able to get into this. And I'm thankful he did it, because it makes it great, the thing that they have.
Oh God, this is funny as shit. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, they're both buying.
He
at the
decides
door.
not to go through the door, but to peek through the keyhole. And then when he looks through, there's an eyeball on the other side peeking back at him, his daughter.
And they are really the same. It's like Gary with Zoe, mini-me. There's no doubt. No one could ever.
And I'm
not
still
think.
impressed with this young lady.
Yeah.
She did not speak French. She had to learn all of her lines phonetically, and when she had to watch for her cues when to say her lines. But in the
She got
process
them.
of doing this, she learned French. She now
Um,
is multilingual.
She speaks, I think, 4 languages. I got a glimpse of that in that bad making of video that we halfway watched, because she's doing a scene with Jean Reno, and there's this person next to her saying her line, and then she just repeats it, and they cut the other person out. I guess that's how it started, and as she got better at understanding French, because I know
It's
that
much
from opera
easier to
singers-
have just one of the old hearing earbuds that it's Bluetooth. There's no wire, and you would actually be fed lines, because this is what Marlon Brando did. A lot of people don't know
Yeah,
that.
but she's a
towards
tiny
the-
girl, though. I'm telling you, I'm having a huge problem with most in-ear pieces because they're too big and they hurt.
Her ears weren't exposed in a lot of scenes, so it wouldn't matter.
I'm saying they
Um,
hurt, not that
Hi,
they're
Cam
obvious.
Cam. Happy
Cam.
Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Thanks for stopping
holidays.
by.
Yeah, Cam, not only Cam, but all of our audience that haven't seen this movie. I would say to you, the chance you get it, watch it. It's a very fun.
It's worth it. It's a silly
Yes.
film. Check your brain at the door. By the way, also to all of you, I wish you a very happy Festivus.
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 Fest.
Yeah. With you, it needs to be
Festivus.
apparently. Ah.
That's another one. Comes after the Festivus.
Oh, that is so much fun. The lawyer asks him, "Do you want to drink sake?" Maybe
I didn't forget, Tim.
He brings
Clearly,
out.
I didn't forget.
He brings out a tray with a bottle of sake and the mugs that they use, and Jean Reno just goes for the bottle and downs about half of it, and then he feels better. I like funny little things like that. He eats more than just a tiny little glass. Oh, they are celebrating Festivus now in the chat.
Yeah, there is the story of Festivus can be found. You can find it on YouTube, where Costanza's dad explains the miracle of Festivus. The fucking use of a fucking ball. What do they call that? Where you had the tetherball pole. It's insane. Yeah, you got to pin me, George. You got to pin me. Oh my God. My favorite moment was when Kramer just gets up and to leave the table and says, "You know what? This is just too weird." And he leaves. But he leaves the table. Like, how weird does something have to be for Kramer to get up and go, "I've had enough." Yeah, Festivus for the rest of us. It's
So
a fictional holiday.
he didn't want the lawyer to disclose that he is her dad. And it's 2 days until she's of age, which in Japan is 20. So the agreement that they reach is, since he was so important to her mother, let's spend 2 days together. And then once you're of age, we're done. And you know that they're going to bond in those 2 days.
And here's the funny moment where he once again speaks inappropriately. That's Miko's daughter. So mine too, apparently. And then he says, "I just didn't know you had such a sexy daughter."
That was one of my moments where I went like head into my desk, like, dude, stop talking, please.
And I like this scene. This is a crematorium. She's inside of a hand-carved wooden casket.
That coffin is so nice.
Although I will point out, if you watch the movie, her eyes move underneath her eyelids.
Yeah.
And it's really obvious right when they cut to her face the first time.
And
I'm
it's
like,
weird
somebody
that they
couldn't
didn't just,
edit. Why didn't they just edit that? Just
you
right
don't
to the point
see her
after.
alive. You didn't need to
Yeah,
use an
it's
actress. You never see her alive. They could have used a dummy.
All you see is photos.
Yeah.
D-Bud's here, by the way.
Yeah.
Kanatsky is
D-Bud.
here.
And fuck you, Shanatsky.
And what's funny about the Costanzas is they're supposed to be an Italian family in the show, but in real life they're based off of a Jewish family, and they're all played by Jewish actors, all of them. I think it's hilarious.
Very obvious.
They're so not Italian. I wish Mephisto was here to respond to that one, Shanatsky.
Yeah. Where is he? He's
I'll tell you
usually
what's
in
great
chat
about,
on
though.
Wednesday.
Here is something wonderful that we have in our culture because of two other cultures, Jewish people and Chinese. If not for the Jewish people in certain metro areas across the United States having Chinese restaurants wouldn't be as popular as they are today. Because what made them popular is they were the only restaurants open on Christmas Eve. All the way back in the 50s.
Yeah, well,
And
the
allowed-
Chinese are kind of paying them back because the Chinese people for certain holidays go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I find that hilarious. It's
Yeah.
a huge thing.
No, they're Japanese in this film. And there he sees 2 crystals on the side of her nose, which is signs
One of
of cyanide.
One of the things I found weird, because she's all made up and dressed up and made to look pretty, and no one cleaned her
Yeah,
nails.
how would that
no one
be there?
noticed
I
that.
know.
How?
Just stop. Check your brain at the fucking
Check
door.
your brain,
Stop.
yeah. I'm just,
Spe-
I suck at my brain tends to come back.
Especially in Japan, when they are so meticulous for everything.
Yeah, right?
Meticulous. By the way, I think it was Tim, it might have been Andy Morrow that sent me a hilarious clip of Captain America when he gets woken up in the modern day and he's racist.
No.
He's so racist. So fucking stupid and funny. I was like laughing watching that video. Like there's a black officer in the room, soldier, officer, high ranking, and he calls him a boy. Get me some coffee. And then there's a Japanese doctor, and he says, "Don't look now, doc, but I think there's a spy in the room."
Oh my
Oh,
god!
and he's not even Japanese. He says, "I'm Korean." He goes, "I don't even know what that means." Captain America says, "I don't even know what that means." I thought it was one of the funniest things I ever saw. Just racist as hell. Oh, great. I have that to look forward to. Thanks, Tim.
That's going to be something messed up.
Of course it is. Oh, it's TV Funhouse. Yep. Okay. All right. I enjoyed that one. I know the one you sent. Yeah, because you and Andy send me so much of the similar stuff, Tim. I'm serious. Sometimes you've actually sent me the same thing, but at different times. And I'll go, wait, Tim sent me that. Or, hey, wait, no, Andy sent me that too. There's that citron.
I have a theory. Andy and Tim are the same person.
Yeah, I've never seen them together at the same time, so it's possible.
I've seen them in a chat at the same time.
Oh, are you wanting to do that? All right, let's see. Now, I need to keep an eye on it because somebody did last week. They sent the $1.99 tip. And I forget who's that through Stream Elements. That's right.
Just do it via Super Chat and not through Stream Elements. Because that doesn't show up on the show. A Super Chat will.
Yeah, I don't have tips set up through YouTube, so I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but you could say
I love
do a
that
Super
little
Chat
house.
to make him do that.
How about we save some conversation like this for private conversation?
I'm sorry, it just popped into my mind.
Because it puts me on the spot to talk about things I don't want to talk about during a show. Yeah, this guy sticks his nose, and it's a big nose into everything.
Well, that's her grandmother who raised her, basically, during the week, because the mom was only around for weekends.
That's her aunt.
I thought it was the grandmother.
No, it's her aunt.
Yeah, it's her auntie.
Okay. Anyway, she raised her. So all of a sudden she shows up with 2 strange men. And okay, Jean Reno is apparently important because he had connections to the mom, but the other dude is not welcome in, not even when he has to pee. He needs to wait outside.
Too ugly.
Yeah. Your ears are too ugly. You're not entering my flat. Oh.
So get rid of Krampus. According to Shinatsky, not me. I have nothing to. Oh my goodness!
That's my job. That is my job. Hating Christmas. Okay.
Captain America clip. Okay, we're gonna need some explanation.
I was going to save that though for the Christmas special on Saturday. Die Hard. I'm looking forward to watching that tomorrow. Never seen it. Can you believe that?
What, the Grinch?
No. Die Hard.
Oh, what?
No. Parts of it. I never
Okay.
sat down and watched the whole thing.
Okay. Wow. That was like in 2005, I think.
Yeah.
Some
That's when I
there's
was
some no
even-
it's that is something that happened to me. We were in the office and here comes this friend of us. He was 40 something at the moment, and our air conditioning unit had a racketing sound,
Okay.
but it was away from us. So he asked, "How? What can I do to limit the sound?" And we said, "Well, use the Force, as in Star Wars." And he said, "Why do you have to resort always to violence?" Of course, he was playing we were, "What violence? You sent me to use the Force to beat the air conditioner." "No, the Force, like in Star Wars." And I said, "Oh, I have never seen anything Star Wars." And everybody went, "How
What?
did you manage that?"
You
Even
have
I've
to
seen things down.
go out of
Actively.
your way to
Yes,
not
you have
see
to actively
Star
avoid
Wars.
it.
I mean,
That's weird.
TBS, it's TBS or TNT, which one does it? Shows it over holidays, the entire series of films.
Do we have to? Yeah.
Excuse me?
Nothing. Oh, that's a
Just
good
a
idea.
boomer
In
talking to
the-
himself.
yeah. I'm looking in the private chat and I saw a brilliant idea, just a gem of an idea there.
I don't
This
know what
one.
that means.
Ah, don't worry.
Yeah, that's right. If you put a tip in, and make sure you let me know, because I don't trust Stream Elements to let me know, because they didn't let me know last time until after the show.
Yeah, I think it was.
And I've
almost
got it
2 hours
open.
after the show.
I've got it open.
Oh my God. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Phrasing.
Oh, oh my God. And deleted scenes. I just tipped you.
Okay,
At
so
least take the trunk.
Oh my God.
look, I'm
here
just
he
going to
comes.
tell you something. A lot of people don't understand that I love Jean Reno, and I have for many years. I saw the movie Mission Impossible, and I just said, "Fuck Tom Cruise. This guy is it for me. Just it. Oh my God, he is so
Meet
good.
real Gary. I'm just a
Look at
disguise.
Thank you,
his
John.
eyes. It's like,
So
well,
you
that's
have-
all I can take sometime. I got to tell you right now, if I had to take Jean Reno, I would only be able to handle the tip.
Of the nose?
I would absolutely lose myself and just shit all over him if he were to put it all in. It was just, it'll break my heart.
Okay. Just a reminder, Gary, you have to be like that for 10 minutes.
No, how much was it? Oh my God.
Yeah.
It starts at 2 minutes. So how much did he tip? Oh my God. How much did you
No,
put in?
you have
How
5.
much did you put in?
Ooh.
A lot.
boy.
Like you're gay until the end of the show, Gary.
No. Look, I'm always gay. It just doesn't always show. Oh my God, did I tell you about the time when I was hanging out with Paulie? Oh my God, he's so sexy and dreamy, Paulie. There's a reason he calls me Backdoor Gary. I'm just saying. So, oh, I like this one. This is really nice. He's a Reno-sexual. There you go. I'm a genre no-sexual. There you go.
A
I like
whole
my
new
big
definition
bears.
just for you.
I like big bears. Oh, I hate that guy. He's got weird ears, and you got to hold on to it. Anyway.
I like how he pretends to be a doctor so he can do all the background research about the dirt and the crystal.
Oh, he's bringing
my
up
gosh,
equipment to see that.
Shinatsky.
Yeah, I'm not responding to that. That's just too gay.
Too
Don't
gay
break
for
character.
you?
Don't break character.
I didn't.
thought
I'm
nothing
still
was
talking
too
this
gay
way.
for you.
Oh my God, she is so cute now. Japanese girls are so adorable. Just adorable.
This top
Oh,
shows
who is
I
this guy?
love, though.
He looks like he's right out of the Lupin cartoon, doesn't he?
Yeah.
This is when
Guy
shit
looks like
starts
he-
going crazy. He's
I
taking
think
her
that man was
shopping.
drawn badly from
Oh
the
my
start.
God. Yeah.
He's taking her shopping in a multi-floor shopping center, and there are bad guys everywhere. He's taking them out left and right without her noticing because he knocks them out, knocks them cold, and drags them somewhere to hide them. And she's just having fun. It's great.
Hello, Sailor. More like hello, Sailor Moon.
Oh my God. Not that one, please.
Sailor Moon.
Oh, shit.
And you're gonna live with that for the rest of his life. Get used, animal.
Somebody
I have
clip that, please.
I've decided to just delete that comment. I just don't want to even look at it anymore. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is this?
Oh, here's when he noticed the badly drawn gangsters and he's taking them out as they are shopping.
My favorite one is when he knocks him down and he pulls him into the privacy of what's behind that pillar. God only knows what he did to that man.
Man, I don't know if I can still make this show.
She's such a cutie patootie. Look at her. Now, this is an echo scene right from yeah, you need to fix that. That's all fucked up now.
I'll try.
Who fucked what up?
This one.
There we
go
go.
for a minute.
This is a scene right out of Leon Le Professionnel thing. It's
Yep.
really good. Where she said,
Only the
he's
other
not
way
really
around.
my father. He's my lover.
And it's the other way around, where he's telling him, she's my daughter. And she's like, Daddy! Not knowing what he really is.
Legal age. Daddy.
Funny that their legal age is 20. Worldwide, it's
You
either
th-
18 or 21. Legal for 20.
If they demonetize me for talking this way, I'm angry. And I will give them a what for. Because as
You are
I
going
said
to
to a
blow
gay
up in a rainbow,
gay friend
right?
of mine once said to me, he goes, I really enjoy your show, but you make far too many gay jokes for a straight man. And I said, prove I'm not gay. And it made him laugh. Like, I don't know how to prove. Somebody said, well, would you kiss another man? I'm like going, I'm an actor.
I played a woman on stage.
It's true. I played gay characters on stage too.
We have evidence.
And I've had to kiss people of the same gender in plays. But I do theatrical kisses. I don't like real kisses.
No, you don't like real kisses at all. I know.
Yeah, the only thing that will demonetize this channel is having you on it, Tim. All right, I've done it for 10 minutes. So that and
Wait, no. You only have been 4 minutes and a half.
no.
I'm running a timer.
So anyway, his other comment was one that would get us into trouble about priests. Oh, good God. What did he say? If you want demonetized, see last night, Toxic Tuesday. Mark was very foul-mouthed last night because Gary wasn't there. I know I was working last night. I felt so bad. I got to get back on there.
Permissions for Christmas, so yeah, it's busy. People miss streams in pre-Christmas time for that.
I do not like tube tops. No way, honey. But I do like those rainbow colors. Pride. He's wearing a rainbow shirt too.
Oh, I didn't spot that when we watched the movie. You think he's hitting on her?
I see rainbows everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised about that.
Oh, and that's the best part. Not only did he just suddenly get a daughter, he got 200 million buckaroos.
And then he's about to find out how much money she actually has or will have once she turns 20. Because her mom was rich.
Oh, he knows already.
Rich.
So back when I was a paramedic, back in those days when I was really sensitive.
Oh, no, and not that story, please.
I was requested to work at the gay rodeo. And how dare I ask my captain why it's called a gay rodeo? Do they ride each other?
I knew it. Did he hit you hard for that?
No, it was a she.
Oh, no fun.
Oh my God, that line. How is that even funny in France? The printers of their humor.
They have a wicked sense of humor when it comes to things like that. They found it a great idea to have a relationship between Matilda and Leon, which is weird. How can you be okay with that? Oh, the scene at the arcade.
Oh, there's Mikey. Hi, Mikey.
Oh, you missed something, Mike. They all tipped to have Gary act gay. And he could have needed a wingman, just saying.
Just 30 more seconds, and you're out of the woods. So we need another tip.
We need another tip.
I am always out of the woods, honey.
Oh.
So yes, for every $1.99 you tip, $2, you get 2 minutes, honey. And then that window shuts and it is done. No more spanky. Look at all these hot young Japanese guys. They are so sexy.
And they can dance. Most of them.
They can dance if they want to.
But they have these machines.
Leave your friends behind. Because if they don't dance, then they don't dance. And they ain't no friend of mine.
They have this dancing game where lights flash on the floor and there's a certain pattern that you have to do with your feet. It looks really cool, but I never figured out what the fuck's going on with that. But
that came out in the 90s, honey. That's not even 2000s. That's like in the 90s. And the Japanese turned it into a religion, if you didn't know. It's the highest religion in Japan outside of Buddhism.
Really?
Well, your time is done. So you can
pretend to be normal again.
Yeah, pretend to be.
Do I have to? I don't want to.
Hey, that's my line.
Hey, dude, if you're good at something, never do it for free.
So who did that? Was that deleted scenes? Was that who did the $2?
Oh,
We have a couple.
the deleted
John?
gave one two donations of $1.99 each.
As Wolfen
Tick-
gave 10.
Mr. Tickletrunk just
Too.
yep.
Just
That's Wolfen gave 10. And we have an anonymous of 420. That must be Monkey Jeebus.
I'm sorry, that's it. I'm
Probably.
gay for the rest of the show.
I
Oh
told
my
you.
God.
I told you so. There was a wave of tips coming in. That's why I stayed you gay until the end of the show, because we got so much. See, guys, it works. It's like stripper money, only he doesn't take his clothes off, he just takes his normal self out.
Well, there's nothing happening now. You know, the only bad effect I saw in this whole film is when he twirls his gun. It was so unrealistic.
Oh, yeah. That was too much.
She's a maniac, maniac.
Man, places like that are my personal hell. I would never want to go there. But yeah, one of our friends challenges him to a game where you need to shoot stuff, people. And he lets him go first because he needs to watch the bad guys. And then he kind of just does it in real life. Shoot people left and right and up and down.
Yeah,
I
and
was
he
so
used
impressed. They're both shitting their pants because they're so scared, and they are so impressed at his skills. And the stunt
The best
scenes-
Oh,
thing
look
is
at this again. Oh, honey, let me tell you something. These are clearly the villains from Lupin. They're
Yeah.
all dressed like Lupin villains.
now. Did you notice that he just killed 7 guys with a 5-shooter and never reloads?
That's the thing in movies.
Well, that's the
Come on,
kind of guy I want that doesn't have to reload.
Oh,
God,
oh my!
what did we do?
Oh my.
I already coughed up half a lung because I laughed so hard, and it's not good. I mean, nothing's great. My lungs right now.
If Penny didn't have the earphone and Grandma would be asked, why is this guy acting so gay?
Maybe.
This is one of those moments where you just want to hear that line from Will Ferrell, shake and bake, baby.
Do you like her dress?
It's cute. It's cute. It's not right for me. You've seen what I look like in a dress. I look much prettier.
True, true.
I love when
But
people think
remember-
that I'm joking.
Remember, we don't share makeup, okay? You get your own.
Yeah, like last time I had a serious relationship, the other person complained, like, why does my lipstick always smell like crotch?
Ah,
Ah, God. Yeah, you know, I don't know where you're losing your makeup, but you need to buy your own and not use mine, okay? Setting a boundary. Keep that headset on, Penny.
please.
That's me in a dress.
Not my
That's
dress.
me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. Losing my religion.
You lost more than just your religion doing that.
And this is a really cool picture of Jason Statham.
What the? Jesus. What? Don't you throw that at me like that. What the fuck did I just see? Where did that come from?
This is such a touching scene because he now knows, and it makes her cry that he wants to be her dad. That's just, even though she wants to murder him.
Ah, yes, we have let that part
Yeah.
out.
Oh, there's a line that was pretty leading. She wouldn't let me inside. Oh my. Let's see that line again.
Well, now that she
honey.
knows that she's in danger, and she knows that he's her dad and he's a good guy.
No, she doesn't know he's.
Oh, she
he's
doesn't
a
know
dad.
yet. That's right. That's right. But she knows she's in danger and he can help her, and he needs to be in her mom's apartment to figure out more like what's going on.
So there's the line that got my attention. She would let me inside. Boy,
Oh
I
my
know how that feels.
Wow. Wow.
Tim says it well, but I think we're past
Yeah.
that. We're past that point.
Oh,
That ship has sailed.
You're just figuring that out, are you, Tim?
He's not the brightest.
Okay,
sorry.
we're changing the rules now. We need another tip so he can go back to normalcy. Please.
I can't take more.
I'm going to keep talking for the rest of the show like this, just so
Oh
you
my
know.
God,
So if you want me to stop, you have to do a double tip, because I want the whole tip, nothing but the tip.
Oh, what did we do? We
That
unleashed the
says,
demon.
and you have to phrase it with the tip that you can stop now, because otherwise I'm just going to keep going, baby.
Jesus.
Do you know how many gay men will fit on a bar stool? 4 if you put it upside down.
Ah, God. Yeah, Tim, now you need help.
That wasn't that good of an idea after all. Well, at least the public is
Tim's
happy.
happy. I don't know if anybody else is, but boy, Tim is just in happy, happy, happy land.
Did you tip, Tim? I forgot there were a lot of tips. There, the nightmare is almost over. That goes for this show. The gay nightmare of Unleashed Gary.
I'm just hearing music right now. It just sounds really groovy. It's got me moving.
What is this? Oh,
There you go.
Ugh. This is turning into a show for guys. You're gross. Oh, that's so funny when she's trying to pronounce a word correctly, and the way she says it, it means something different. And she gets annoyed, and he gets a phone call, and she keeps trying to get it out correctly under her breath. And I'm thinking maybe they had moments like this behind the scenes because it's his first language, French. And she apparently became very interested in actually learning it and not just learning her lines. So they must have had fun behind the scenes. Just practicing French. I hope they did. It's not the easiest language to learn, let me tell you that. But I think for somebody who speaks Japanese or German as a first language, it's much easier than for somebody who speaks English. Because apparently your tongues and mouths are not made to pronounce French. Or Slavic languages when it comes to that. They're just the opposite of what you guys are used to. Momo thinks he's the big agent, but he's a coward. And he gets lucky a lot. And he usually shows up with his gun when the fight is already done. He's the comic relief here.
You think, Tim? You only have a vibe about that?
No shit, Sherlock. I think Gary is exhausted from being gay.
He's even smirking in gay.
Hey, we just figured out how to make Gary shut up. You just have him act gay for 15 minutes and then he's so tired he can't talk anymore. He's old, you know.
Well, he's not that old.
He's always old and tired and grumpy. At least he pretends.
Well, he has been grumpy all his life, so
That's true.
What's
He
the
was born
difference?
an old, grumpy white man. True. Man, that. Oh, what did you call it? Not golfing range. Driving range. I've
Driving
never seen
range.
a place like that. It looks like a stadium. And it's just for playing golf? I didn't know they have places like that in Japan.
oh yeah. And
Well, I
you-
just double
uh,
checked, and we're good. We're good. I can stop acting gay.
okay,
'Cause
Gary,
we only had the 2 payments today.
remind me, did we do Black Rain already?
No, we
I
have
I
think
don't
not.
think
we
so.
did. Oh, when you see Black Black Rain, there's a scene there in which an installation like that is full of people all playing at the same time, and that shit is hellish.
Okay. I mean, I've seen golf courts and they have a driving range on them. But this is so big. Wow.
Well, you have
One
to
of
remember
the cool things is the contest when the ball guy has to go out there, and everybody on the driving range is trying to hit him.
Well, I like that because remember, we've seen him do damage with a golf ball before. And now this dude challenges him. And Hubert, he just says something really fucked up. His name is Tiger, by the way, because of the scars on his face. At the moment he's about to hit the ball, Hubert says something fucked up and he misses. And that embarrasses him to the bone. And then when it's Hubert's turn, he tries to do the same back. But he is not only hitting one golf ball, he's hitting 2 golf balls and just knocking half of his equipment out. I said they keep, sorry, my brain went to French.
I like that scar on
this
his
guy.
face, the way they did that.
I wonder how he got that. They never really clarified it. Just that he's been in an incident and he caused the scars and he's called Tiger now.
Well, he's a yakuza, so that could easily have been a previous punishment.
The typical Yakuza punishment is taking off parts
The
of
fingers,
the finger.
but
Yeah.
this is French yakuza.
No.
He may have been in a fight for all we know.
But that looks like a gardening tool was dragged across his face. You know, with the 3 metal spikes to loosen up the ground.
Yeah, he could have been in a fight. He could have been tortured.
But yeah, I say to Gary when we were watching that movie, isn't it amazing how the Japanese speak French so well?
Well, it wouldn't. Yeah, it's a little exaggerated, but
Hey,
I
it's the
wouldn't
Lupin
surprise.
guys again.
Japanese people have
Yeah.
a certain fascination with French culture and France in general.
I didn't know that.
What is
They
this?
apparently have a thing for wearing sunglasses at night.
Okay, Tim.
It's the opposite of what you're doing with the that's what she said.
Yeah.
Hey, this
I
didn't
don't know
happen to us when we made the Lupin movie.
Yeah, instead of shooting the guy, they went for the Doctor Evil route. And
That's another thing that I didn't understand. Why didn't they all have guns? This is the typical one hero fights a lot of.
They
bad
should have
guys,
had
and
2
then-
guys with guns, and that's the one he takes out with the golf balls.
That's what it was. But the others weren't armed with guns. And like this is the typical one hero.
Well, that can
fight.
happen. Not
Never-
everybody gets to have a gun.
Jesus, can I finish my sentence? One hero
No!
gets to finish
No.
off a horde of bad guys who all wait their turn instead of attacking at the same time. And it's so cheesy. They outnumber him and they wait until it takes them out 1 by 1 or 2 by 2, more like. But
now, this show is clearly the proof that we need to decompress.
know
All
what
right,
you're
so-
talking about. Our retail in pre-Christmas season. I'm all decompressed.
So I like this moment because they did some effects there for the explosion. And the explosion he thought was a grenade he threw, but in fact it was just the grenades that were in the car. And he apparently pulled the pin on one accidentally because he's an idiot.
Well, he had it in his hand and he made him throw it. And then all the other grenades went off. That's what I got from that. Oh, here's the scene. They talk and he just starts digging his finger into the wasabi and licking it. And it does look like guacamole. And then Momo tries it and he almost dies. From like one little dip of his finger into the wasabi. What?
Well, actually, no. The wasabi doesn't look like guacamole. Wasabi has a bright green
In this, I
And-
said in this, it looks like guacamole.
and forgive
Okay,
me.
I'm just going
Lamb.
to explain what she's saying. She is saying that they just use guacamole for this and they put some extra green food coloring in it.
That's what I mean. Because it looks lumpy and the texture is
Because-
more like guacamole. than
Yeah, but-
Guacamole loses its color as it sits in the air.
Forgive me, Anima, but guacamole looks more moist.
Fuck off, Martin. Fuck you and the donkey you rode in on.
Hey, that's a shot at me.
I can't say horse, he's in Mexico.
You know,
Great.
Are you saying in
There are
Mexico they
horses in
only have the
Mexico.
burros? You only have burros in Mexico?
Now, in front of my inner eye, I see Martin on a donkey wearing a sombrero and his feet almost dragging on the ground. Awesome.
So the entire movie gets its name from this one scene because he eats the shit out of wasabi like it's finger food.
Another thing that's weird, he has never eaten wasabi yet. He spent 8 months there. Okay, checking my brain again.
yeah, that I don't buy that. That he doesn't know what wasabi is.
And Momo can't believe that it's not burning him.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way, I prep my wasabi when I have it. And I've got friends in Japan that actually have sent me like real wasabi. I will have California. What do you call it? It's sushi. It's the cooked sushi,
Maki.
and it's rolled with
Tempura.
seaweed and rice.
No,
no,
tempura
tempura.
is fried.
It's
That's fried.
seaweed wrapped around rice and the cooked fish. And what I do is I mix the little bowl. I put the soy sauce and the wasabi, and I mix it into a nice little brown soup. And then with the chopsticks, I just dip it,
California
the
roll,
rice
there
into
you go.
that. California rolls. Love them. I will eat them all fucking day long. They're just so good. But I won't eat anything raw except vegetables.
What? Really?
Someone told me about that before, and I just have always wanted to ask him. So he's allergic. Okay. Thank you.
Man,
I
that's
didn't know
very
that
sad.
because I heard that he hates guac.
Oh, I hate it too, but that's because avocados don't do anything for me.
I love
Not the taste,
guac.
not the texture. Ugh.
I like guacamole as a salsa, where they add some spices to it. And yeah, I will eat the crap out of that with chips.
Okay, what do
I-
they write Venezuela then? Sorry, just addressing chat.
They eat guinea pigs.
Yeah.
They ride and eat guinea pigs.
I will have to report our own channel
Racism.
racism.
For being racist, yeah. Can somebody please make a meme of Martin with a sombrero on a guinea pig?
There are no guinea pigs in Venezuela.
Okay, that's you ate them all. I get it.
Wait, yes, there are. There are.
Now, do you know the next film that he did, Reno, major film, was a film called Ruby and Quentin that stars both Jean Reno and the other French star, Gerard Depardieu.
Oh, Gerard
I'd never
Depardieu.
known until this, because of this film, about Reno and Depardieu doing a film together.
I used to like Depardieu, but he did things where I'm like, really? He became weird. As
Those
he got
shoes are
older.
ridiculous. Those shoes are ridiculous. I'm sorry.
What shoes?
You should have seen them. Make me go back.
We went by so fast.
I paused when I commented on it. Right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are.
That's what led to a photo that I think was supposed to be in the film, but I don't recall seeing it, where she has to jump on his back to get away. She can't run in those things.
Oh, you know what I was just thinking of? The Sylvester Stallone show, Tulsa King, where he gets out of prison and he's wearing these ridiculous shoes, remember?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so bad. And he thinks that it's still the height of fashion to wear that. Dude, no.
Well, they did the same gag in Starsky and Hutch movie where they had Huggy Bear get out of jail. And he's like wearing his pimp shoes from the 70s that had the goldfish in them.
Oh God, yeah.
People making fun of him. Yo, man, you wear shoes like that. What's wrong with that, man?
Sorry,
So
I
he
can't
pretends
get
to be an
away from
employee of the bank at the end.
And she doesn't
actually
know
come.
whether it's okay to trust him or not because he's a fuck up. And I don't know how the other guy doesn't pick that up because there's this dialogue between them, silent dialogue. Like, really? Yeah, just do it. Really? Go do it. But yeah, she's about to
Yeah, and
sign
he
off all her money.
keeps shooting side eye at both
Yeah.
of them. Like, what is going on with these two?
It's weird.
You can buy a lot of hookers for that. Oh my God.
Oh, the things he says. And Scarface, he really thinks she's signing all her money to him. But in fact, of course, it's not his account.
My God, that guy's ugly.
But he's perfect as a bank agent there, as a teller. He's so smug and you wanna. My dad would say his face is like a house shoe. Put your foot in it and be comfortable.
Oh my God.
Be comfortable.
It sounds even more fun in Austrian German. Sounds even better.
Probably.
Probably.
Well, it would to you, but you wouldn't know what I'm saying when I say it. So.
Yes, because all the people in the bank, except for the gangster, are members of the intelligence community in
Yeah.
Paris.
They set it up well.
And I guarantee you there would have been a sequel to this if they had made the money back.
Well, there were some bad guys too, because it's a right mess when it's over. Dead bodies and shit. And that's of course
The end of this the end of the film is really a setup for a sequel, and it just didn't happen because it didn't make the money.
Well, they separate at the airport for 2 months until she finishes school, and there's a whole another story to be told that you don't get. This could go on. Like, is he going back to Japan? Is she coming to France? What is going on?
Yep.
Their relationship is dad and daughter. There's so many things to be told.
Knowing Hubert, I think he would move to Japan.
Yeah, and that's what I would assume he would do.
She would want to see France, so probably would be once she finishes school. Summer
Well, what they would do is you
go
make
back.
3 films, a trilogy, and
Yeah,
the final film is in France.
It's sad that nobody ever picked it up, but well then. It would have needed international, an international echo.
Release, yeah.
Yeah. It was probably released, but not for the big audience. If they had promoted it better and had the dubbed version ready, yada yada, probably. I mean, he was already a big name back then. But doing this as a small French movie didn't do the film well. Nobody knows it, and our audience are cinephiles. And the echo that we get from our chat is, "Whoa, I had no idea this movie exists." So go figure.
The zebra.
Oh, zebra, not tiger. Stripes. I sorted them. Yep, he did. And Momo's proud moment when he talks to police is, "Yeah, you go in there, it's the right mess." Like he did anything to contribute. I mean, he did, but not in the fighting.
There's his banker and sees how much he's deposited.
But the secretary comes in to tell him, and she's all excited because he's loaded now. He's so rich.
He faints.
Yep, he faints.
He's like, he's
That's
no
the
longer
game.
in the red, and he just he collapses.
Because he's so much in the black. He's blacker than black now. Oops. Oh, yeah, the goodbye gift of wasabi. Lots of wasabi to take back.
I should be buying wasabi again.
I hate that when it makes your nose burn. I can do with heat, but not with that kind of heat. I like chili. Chili heat,
Yeah,
fine.
but the
Garlic heat,
thing
fine.
with
Wasabi heat, no.
the thing is, I like the taste and smell of the wasabi, and it doesn't wreak havoc to my stomach.
Yeah, because it goes all the way up in your head and your nose.
Yep.
And here's his gift for her, and it's the pen. The only thing he ever had from her mom, and now he gives it to her, and she knows what it means. Oh, it's just 1 month. I thought it was 2.
Yes, I'll be back in 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah, she wants a certain wallpaper that he finds ugly, but he promised her to get the ugly wallpaper. One of the sweet moments they have.
Yeah, I think he's just going back to France to put his business in order there.
Probably. I mean, he doesn't need to work as a cop anymore, and he wasn't that
Yeah,
good.
he
at
doesn't need to work
He
as
was-
anything
He
anymore.
was good as a cop, but not
Probably.
in a legal way.
Probably.
So. Probably, yeah.
And there she is.
Then she's blowing her nose like her dad.
Again, that's the second time, because the first time she does it, she's with Momo too, and he looks at her and says, like, "Yeah, now you remind me of someone."
So we get to close this relationship.
Oh, yeah. He goes to the security and it's that guy again. And he is making sure things go very quickly.
Have a good trip. Thank you.
Yep. Go on, shoot. Oh. Don't hit
At
me.
first, when I saw him on that plane, I thought, wouldn't it be funny if his old partner and his daughter were already on the flight? I'm like, I wonder how they would figure out how to do that. But I thought for
That's
sure
the-
that was what they're going to do.
Gary,
Yeah,
that's
no.
the things that you wish for. Like when I was leaving Springfield and they called me to the desk, I was like, "Oh, did you find a
Oh,
way
shit.
to keep me in the
Mhm.
country?" And
Yeah.
everyone knows my passport.
This is what we
Oh,
get,
yeah.
though. Who do these belong to with all the guns,
It's
grenades in them, and
Victorian.
rocket launchers? And he's
Yeah,
like,
because-
oh, shit.
Momo shows up at the hotel when she's doing the fashion show. Like she's showing up all the outfits that they bought, and in between, Momo is showing him all the weapons that he got. Like, I got all your favorite things, and it's like he calls it bazooka. It's not, but all the weapons and shit. And whenever
I
she
get
pops
so
out of
annoyed
the
in-
bedroom, they had to close the suitcases and admire her, and she's doing the dancey little thing and go back to the bedroom. Suitcases open, weapons. It's funny.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
Not a bazooka.
this episode was brought to you by Wasabi.
What's up?
It's what's
Big.
burning the back of your fucking nose. This is the wasabi that my friend sends me every once in a while.
and
from
that is the
Japan.
one that I buy. That I buy here when I
And
buy
it's not super expensive.
Nope.
It's only like $6 for the tube, and it goes a long way. I don't put a whole lot into my soy sauce when I'm having the California rolls.
Apparently, you're not supposed
And
to.
by the way,
mix the caviar
Shinatsky-
with soy sauce.
By the way, Shinatsky, Father Weems did not appreciate that joke earlier.
What does Father Weems think about gay Gary?
Not happy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just needed confirmation.
I remember one of the funniest things that ever happened to me with him was when I would make my outgoing voice messages. And I had this one that played some jazzy song, Kiss Me Kate by Sting. And it's playing. And then I did this deep voice of, you have called 1-800-GO-TO-HELL. Press 1 for possession of a friend or loved one. Press 2 for pestilence. Press 3 for famine. And I went through this whole list of buttons. Or press 0 now to return to the main menu. And Father Weems called and left me a message that went something like this. He goes, I don't find that very funny. I think that's very sacrilegious. I expect better of you, Gary. I expect better of you. And that's all I've got to
Story of
say.
your
I'm so,
life,
I'm
Gary.
so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. And he hangs up. And so the next time he called me, I had done a whole new voice message. And it had the song, The Angel Gabriel, again by Sting, his version of it. And it's this angelic sounding song, you know, and you hear the voice come in and go, you have called heaven. Auto lines are busy right now, but if you stay on the line, an operator will get you in the order that you called.
Dude.
And he went, beep. I don't think that's funny either. And I'm like going, look, man, I can't do anything that makes you laugh. So, Father Weems, always
How
judging
about
me.
you try a normal? Forget it. You Gary.
See, he's
Become
judging me
normal.
right now. Look at that. Look at that glare
Yeah,
he's
oh,
giving
yeah.
me. Father Weems. Let's look at this one again. Looks like he
How
shit
did
his pants.
Where did you get that from, and why?
It really looks like he shit his pants.
Absolutely. Well, he's still in the progress of shitting them. He's not done yet.
Hey, shit my
Hey,
pants. Shit your pants.
Bergman's
You're still
girls in the
shitting.
house.
Hey,
Hey,
Maitland's
Batman's
girl.
Yeah, in that position, he's like, wait, there's more. Sorry.
So, but anyway, I appreciate everybody coming in. It was a fun day. That was fun being gay for a little while.
Yeah, thanks
and-
for your tips, guys. You're awesome.
So, Emmanuel, Penny, Shinatsky, Cam's Crash Courses, D. Bud Martin, the Comic Relief Crusader, and
Tim.
Was
Bateman's
in
Girl.
the chat and not on the show.
Well, you don't have it written in there, Martin. Tim's not written in
I
there.
know. That's why I'm interjecting.
Oh, you just had. So, FKHC 2005, aka Tim. Thank you guys for being here. And deeply appreciate it. If you've not seen this film, go get a copy. Go get a
Watch
copy
it.
of it.
You'll have so much fun.
In fact, let me go look. Before we go, let me go look where to watch Wasabi.
Yeah, we had trouble finding it. That's true.
There we go. It's on justwatch.com. That's the only place to really that they even mention. I'm guessing it has to be on Roku at some point, if not already. And it seems like they should have a copy of it on Amazon. Let's see what they do have over there. Let's go to Amazon. Let's see. Yeah, only on DVD. You can buy it for $18.30 on DVD.
Wow.
Wow.
A little
That's a
steep.
lot. Yeah, given it's that old.
I guess it's because it's rare too.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's not well known, and that's not how you get it better known, by making it so. By the way, Debut Martin, thanks for following me. I followed back.
Okay, you can get used copy in good condition for $5.32 with $3.99 delivery fee. Acceptable. Like I would never buy something in acceptable
No.
condition.
No.
$8.79, very good for $3.99.
That sounds okay.
$10 very good for 14 delivery.
Yeah, I know, Venkman's girl. I know. Find a way to watch it. Whatever. Be it whatever. Find a way to watch it and enjoy this movie. It's fun. She's posting a pirate flag.
There is a copy of it that's referred to as collectible for $13.95 plus $5.06 shipping. So you can find it on Amazon.
Don't miss out on this.
Something like that. Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, no.
You know, I will tell you one thing I like about wasabi compared to any other spicy
Oh my
sauce.
god. Oh my god.
It doesn't
Diva just
hurt
sent
on
me
the
a
way out.
picture.
It doesn't hurt on the way out.
Oh, yeah.
Did he send it to you too? Martin?
No. I'm saying yeah to what Gary says.
Yeah, you were talking over it, so you didn't hear it. I said the nice thing about wasabi compared to other spicy hot sauces is it doesn't hurt on the way out. When you evacuate it,
Yep.
you poop it.
Yeah, it doesn't burn twice. Got it.
What the heck is acceptable condition?
Yeah, that's just really weird. Like, why would you even try to resell something that's acceptable? Like, what does that even mean? So, but anyway, you guys take good care of yourselves. Have a good day today.
Before we go,
Oh.
Martin, I'm sending you something
Yeah.
on WhatsApp. Can you please?
Ah, fuck! I know
Please,
what it is.
Please,
I can.
please.
Yeah.
What is it?
How are you sending it to me?
WhatsApp. I only have it on my phone, so.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
the things that I have to contend with.
It's funny. Come.
Hey, Claudius. You killed my father. Big mistake.
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark. And Hamlet is taking out the trash.
Brought to you by Debut Martin. Thank you so much.
Oh,
That's such
my.
a cute guinea.
Now
And
you need to work
tasty.
here, Martin.
And I thought we were friends. There you have it.
Oh well. So I guess we'll end it here. Let's see.
Oh, I'm done.
Well-
I'm tired.
I'm so tired of this. I just want to go to sleep or watch something with Gary. What should we watch, Gary? Shall we watch Conflict? Shall we watch Conflict?
Conflicty.
Conflicty.
Hey guys, don't forget to click that like, subscribe, and notification button. We appreciate you watching the show. Now, back to it. All right, guys, get the hell out of here. Have a good day today. Remember, it's hump day, so hump somebody. It's the law. It's
Legally.
federal law.
Legally.
Martin, is Keith on your show
Yep.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Jason's taking things.